What's going on, guys? All right, so I ordered some stuff on Amazon for the Ford. So we had this pedestal here that showed up. And I don't really know how this thing could possibly work because of the way the holes are on this thing. They're too close, okay? If you look at the back of the block, or if I can maybe edit this later and put one in up here to show you, these holes here, they're too close. Reason being that the O-rings are going to sit over the hole. If with this one here, I don't know if I can show you. Okay, they've got to be about like that, possibly a little further, and you go any more than that and you're sitting on top of the hole. So if that O-ring is sitting on top of the hole, it's going to cut into the O-ring, and then you're going to have a leak. And the only solution to this problem here is to weld this thing up. And I don't have my 300 amp welder anymore, but what I might end up doing, we've got two more coming tomorrow. We got a replacement for this one because this one's got the big gouge in it. And also, if you look at these bolts here, they're kind of not even. I don't know if it's how they're casted. I don't know. To be honest, they might all look like this, but when I look at the pictures of some of the other ones, the smaller hole right here is up and over right here. And that's going to make a big difference. So, we'll see what shows up tomorrow. Otherwise, I still have my Miller Econo Twin HF. I've got a tank of argon. I've got 150 amp TIG torch and some aluminum wire. I got wire left. I don't have any aluminum rods, but you just take the wire and twist it up into a braid and do that. And so what I would do is I'll take this, not this one, but the factory one, where the factory one has the hole to rebuild the ebpv. I'll remove that and I'll go in and I will put something underneath the bottom of it just to block it. I'll fill that hole up with aluminum and I will weld that thing shut, assuming that I can weld this particular material on the Ford, because it's going to be oily and dirty. It's really hard to weld aluminum that's oily and dirty. So welding up the factory one, and then just use the flange, or I can also gut the factory flange too and just weld it shut with the wire feed or the stick welder. Just weld up that hole. And that would be 100% free, and I could send everything back. But as it is, I've got a replacement for this. This one was $78. I bought from a different company called JDM something or other. They normally are at $92 or $97. They had a used, it says used like new, mint, for $43. I actually saw it last week, about a day or two before I ordered this one. It was actually $47, and then they lowered the price. So, I don't want to fuck around with this. I want to do it, and I don't want to keep sending stuff back. So, what I'm going to do is I'll have 3 things going back on Sunday if they're not the right ones. I'll probably actually have to wait till Monday to return them because I don't think Kohl's is open on Sunday. So that's the plan, is probably we'll look at them, we'll see how they look, and if they don't look great, we'll pull. We got another option too. KC Turbos is in Arizona, so I should be able to get it pretty easy from them. $124. That's going to be cheaper than me paying somebody to weld the other one up if my welder can't weld it. I don't know anybody that would do aluminum welding here locally. I don't even think there's really any welding shops around here. So I would use this if it wasn't for that. I just don't think that's going to line up. So, and that's a major problem because that's going to be sitting on the back of the block. Also, I don't really like how they tapped this thing very much. They just did a really, really shitty job on these things. I look and I'm like, you could have drilled it over further. I don't know why it's over in that position. Maybe it just looks different, but like I don't have the other one out, so I don't have any way to compare it. But at any rate, those should be here tomorrow, and we'll see what happens with that. The other truck has a leak in the front seal. It's a 97, and I don't know how you change a pan gasket on a 97 F250 HD without pulling the motor. At least lifting it up quite a bit to get that pan to clear. I mean, if you could wiggle the pan out, maybe, maybe move the, I don't know, the inspection cover plate and some other stuff, and maybe it's possible to loosen the transmission and, I don't know. But I don't even have an engine lift. I do have a transmission jack, but I don't have an engine lift anymore. Actually, I haven't had one in a long time. So I always had people that had them. I would borrow them because I don't use them that much. So I'm not sure if like that could possibly be fixed some other way. But so that's where we're at. I'm just trying to kind of keep busy with the videos on this stuff because this is stuff I'm doing to prepare for moving and things like that. And my other YouTube channel that I usually do for ham radio stuff. I don't have time to sit around here and play with radios. I'm getting ready to move. That's why I'm working on the vehicles. They need to be ready to go. They need to be either ready to go or ready to sell. And so there's going to be more videos of that. If you follow both channels, then you already know. All right, we'll catch you guys later in the next video.